Hello everybody, welcome back to How to Build a B-1 Bomber. You old timers will remember this shot. Remember when I was working on my plug? I used to open up with this shot way back when. But I've been busy out here. Got the shop all cleaned up. Got that F-16 out of here. Make room for the bomber. Had to turn that around the other day. And I put my wheels back under my table, and the nose gear is sitting on that chair. This actually works pretty good. I could just wheel this around my room, around my garage, and it's a little high now though. I think once I take the gear out, it'll bring it back down. But I've been working on this side. Now this is just one coat of filler and one coat of primer, and I got it looking pretty good. You know, that looked pretty rough. But really a lot of it was just the thickness of the primer. You know, the glass was already all the way out there, but it was just really the thickness of the primer. See, like right there, it looks really deep, but it's not. And it was real easy to fix. Got all this looking good, got all that looking good. Didn't lose any of my panel lines yet. Someone out there said, man, he sure talks a lot about them panel lines, but you know, I worked hard putting them in there. I don't want to cover them up. And that's just a dead giveaway. When I look at a model and I see them panel lines full all the way across in a straight line, I say, man, that's where that seam is. And I don't want people doing that to the bomber. But remember, there's, let's see, I can't even hardly find them now. This one went this way, and this one broke here, and it kind of had a bad intersection right there. Man, one coat of primer, I put my tape on there, you know, before I filled it and then sanded it, like I showed you, and put a coat of primer on it. Man, that dude looks good. All this just looks awesome. And I really haven't used that much filler. This is my second tube of this stuff. Now, this is not the red glazing putty. It looks just like this. This actually comes with a cream hardener. Remember I was talking about that a long time ago? But it's a really super fine grade, and it feathers really nice, and it sands good. I like this stuff. But I just opened this other tube, and I really did that whole airplane, you know, and most of that sanded off, so don't have a lot of filler on it. But we're going to do a little work today, guys. I'm going to crank it up here, and I got this spot right here. This is where this glass kind of rounded off. And it had an air bubble inside there. Now if I just take some filler and fill that, when I come back in here and cut out for my wing, all that filler will come off, and that'll just be a big problem. So we're going to fix that, and I'm going to show you how to fix that fast. But I kind of got a little crack up here too. This is where we was just pulling and prying it out of that mold. But I'm going to take my dot coat thing here. I got this at Harbor Freight. Wasn't very much. Then I'm just going to sand that. See where it kind of just sanded all the way through there with it a little bit. That's all right. Now I'm going to grab a brush. Got some resin mixed up here. Now this is all just that same resin I've used all the way through this. I'm just going to put a little resin right there. See, that you can see that crack a little better now. That's actually a crack in that fiberglass right there. If I wouldn't have fixed it like this, that primer, my paint job would have cracked, and you know, and watch how fast this is to fix now. I mean, this is just nothing over the long haul, you know. And now what we want to do is bring our resin out past the corner a little bit. Get some of the weight of this cloth off so it won't droop down. And we need to keep that same angle, so we're just going to put it here and let it set up. Another layer on top of it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this tack up. Once it starts going off, it's in that rubbery stage. Remember, it's kind of pliable. Then I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to trim it. Then I'm going to pull this other stuff out. And that'll leave me a nice square corner to feather to. See, now we want to make sure and get resin where our corner is going to be. By the time I get this trimmed and sand it, put one coat of filler and prime it, you'll never see that spot. Never see it. Now, I'm going to come over here. Oh, hold on. We're going to have to dive under this. Hold on. Alright, we made it. Now we're going to cut out that hole. I'm going to take my vibrating cutter. This is that Dremel thing. Hey, everybody, Butch finally bought him one of these. He says that thing looks awesome. He can't believe how good it works. Okay, hold on. I'm going to crank you up. Ready? Hold on. Alright. That wasn't so bad. Okay. Now we're going to cut this out. That's where I'm going to access my radio and stuff too. Remember that, people? That back half was carbon fiber. And there's that tape I used to join the two pieces because it joined right in the middle of that door. Now, what I got to do is I'm going to come onto this other side. Oh, you're going to have to dunk under this piece. Ready? Alright. What I want to do over here is we're going to cut that seam. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to sand that inside with my dot coat before I cut that. And then we're going to use my double face tape and tape that on there. Then I'm going to go on the inside through that door, put a new piece of tape on there, fixed. So, there we go on that. Now, Dad's been working on his airplane. I think when I go load this movie up, I will show you Dad's airplane. See how he's coming along. But I'm trucking right along. As soon as I get this body work done, I'm going to hang this up in the shop right there on the ceiling. There's a nice spot for it right there. I'm going to get all this other stuff. We're going to get this thing whipped out. So, till next week, people. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the shop.